Hi, um, Cancer, thank you for dropping by. I'll be doing your 2022 prediction for the year. For this new year, so you'll be highlighting events or warnings. So you'll be prepared. So let's get to it. Cancer 2022 predictions for the year. In the back of the deck, we have the reverse Queen of Swords. All right. January, what do we see for Cancer? The Nine of Wands. February, the Hangman. March, the reverse Five of Swords. April, reverse Seven of Swords. May, reverse Two of Pentacles. June, reverse Empress. July, Ten of Wands. August, the Knight of Swords. September, the Nine of Swords in reverse. October, the reverse Chariot. November, Judgment in reverse. December, we have the Page of Pentacles. And the bottom of the deck again, the Queen of Swords. General energy. So, excuse me. Overall, three major arcana in June, the Empress. October, November, Chariot and Judgment in reverse consecutively. We have 9, 2 9s, 1 10, 1 5, 1 7, 1 2. So repetition of 9. Repetition of 9 could be some form of ending, as it from 9 becomes a 10. Something lost, a grief, completion, fulfillment, vision, wisdom, intuition. Something ending. You gain some form of wisdom and understanding from a completion of a cycle. It's from 9 you approach to become 10, and then you start back to Ace again, which is number 1. All right, so let's dive in. In January, you have the 9 of Wands, defending something. There's battle wounds, wounds from past, some experience you have gone through, some conflict that came out stronger, wiser from the experience. You know what it takes to keep your life in order for January. You're well prepared to handle any form of adversity and hostility. At work, home, livelihood, friends, family. You protect what is important to you. Could be loved ones, home, work. You have the strength and stamina to maintain control over your interests and care. So far, so good in January. You earn your standing in society and you'll fight to maintain the rights and livelihood. So even others, hold on to what you believe in and defend yourself, determination, refuse to give up, and to shoulder on whatever that you are doing and to carry on. So this is January. It's not exactly like a fresh start in January for you, Cancer. It looks like you've been through quite a long battle, and there's all the wounds and experience here, but you're still standing strong and defending it. So I think it's a continuation of 2021, something that you are carrying a burdening, carry on into 2022, but you're still standing tall, fighting for what you believe in. So that's in January. In February, we have the Hangman. So in February, this is the reverse Hangman. It looks like you're still holding on to the past. You want change, but you're still holding on to the past and not quite able to let go or let things be yet. It also means that you're delaying yourself from an eventual outcome. Just know that it's okay to let go, not to worry about the past anymore, and you cannot go back there again anymore. And that's what growth is about. You need the growth, you need to let go, sacrifice, and move on. It could also be in February, you'll be indecisive over a situation, about a decision. There's a slow down progress of event that's inevitable. You're stuck on maintaining, probably your old image in some way. Or, rather than embracing who you have become now. You have some fear of making a sacrifice, fear of letting go, or just leaving it up to the universe or God, let fate take its course. There is also probably, for some of you, there's a resistance to spiritual teachings or other lessons that might help you. But if in regards to January, there's something you're still holding on and defending, and probably it follows up with February that you're still holding on and not letting go. So it's related to in January. And then in March, we have the reverse Five of Swords. So the reverse Five of Swords is better than, being the upright Five of Swords. The people here are more on equal footing. No more deception. Everyone knows what is going on and what each other is thinking or planning. It also means some form of sneaky behavior, a desire to create conflict, as my eyes darted on to April, the reverse of Seven of Swords. Some form of deception, the desire, sneaky behavior to create some conflict. Probably some of you are going through a difficult lawsuit of a certain situation with all kinds of emotional problems. A chance of loss still exists, but to a lesser degree in a reverse card. Probably small claims in a small court. Perhaps you win, but the victory is not exactly what you wanted. Maybe just a small win. Can be also for some of you to do with gossip. And when you hear about it, you want to clear it up, you want to get the truth of the matter. Just pay attention in March. Pay attention to your surrounding, and then you'll know roughly what this is all about. So there's some form of conflict or sneaky behavior, but in reverse is a more equal footing. So whatever they're going through, previously probably there's some conflict already gone through, carried on from the previous months or from 2020 2021, you're more on equal footing now. Everyone knows each other's component. They know what to expect. So it's not exactly a blunt conflict. So it's something that you already expected. You know who your opponents are. So in April, we have the reverse Seven of Swords. So the reverse Seven of Swords is actually better than the one upright, same like the Five of Swords. It looks like this person who has stolen something from you is returning whatever he has stolen from you, giving it back to you. So it means whatever secrets that this person is keeping will be revealed to you. The deception, or probably some deception is he or she is doing to you, will be revealed soon. You finally know that this person has been deceptive to you and what's the deception is. You'll finally find out what really is going on. So if you follow the trail of cards, it's connected. So from the conflict that you have, but you know everyone that's in conflict, the situation at hand, and then you have more information of the deception that is going to be revealed, some secret on what's really been going on, or probably somebody coming to tell you sorry, apology, sorry for causing so much trouble, and or probably it's an innocent mistake, honestly, or a good advice and counsel will be given to you if there is some form of legal lawsuit, as I was telling you about earlier in January, something that you're standing tall and defending and not letting go in February. So probably some form of legal advice is coming in, or whoever has stolen something from you will be returning what he or she has stolen, or probably what is lost has been found. Probably you lose something, some possession, money, material, and you suddenly found it, or the truth will come out eventually in April. So whatever sneaking around that somebody is doing around you will come out, and you'll finally know what exactly is going on. All right, in May, we have the reverse Two of Pentacles. All right, in May, have a look at the ship around you. It's having a hard time staying afloat, and it means conditions around you is having a hard time. Condition ideas, having a hard time staying afloat. You're having quite a lot of things to juggle, having difficulty on handling everything at once. You're probably handling a few things at once: home issue, work issue, friends, family, conflict, love. Everything is just too much for you in the month of May. Appears disorganized, causing difficulty for you. So you should plan ahead in May to prevent total failure of your plans. They might not be so hard to handle if you take one issue at one time and settle it. But in May, you have the potential of handling more than necessary, and you need to let go some of the issues and just focus on one thing at one time. So pay attention to May. So prior to May, you have to start organizing your life, issues, at work, family. There's some form of situations that's going on for you, Cancer, in, very proceeding from 2011. In June, we have the reverse Empress. Cancer, so in June, it's reverse. Sits uncomfortably, this lady, this beautiful Empress, this beautiful Queen. Your power is not so strong anymore. There's some growth that's been stagnant. Development is stopped. Growth stopped. Some lesson has not been learned. Lack of security. Lack of power. Your Venus power, your woman power. Some form of infertility for some of you. Our home environment is lacking in some way. trouble home, trouble marriage, inadequate resources, money, low income, environmental issue, with the pandemic and all, probably some stress due to the pandemic that's causing a lot of issues within a family, some loss in the family, not too good a year, not too good a month for someone. That this is a major arcana, so not too good a year for somebody. Lack of understanding with family members, as we see in the previous card. There's some form of conflict going on, dissatisfaction within the family, dysfunctional family. Could be also at work, dissatisfaction, work, disagreements at work with colleague. Pay more attention to one's home life before it becomes a problem, or pay attention to your work. Those is related to career reading. So pay attention. There's some form of stagnancy and growth here. So be prepared. This is in June. July, we have the Ten of Wands again. You see, I do see you carrying quite a lot of burden from 2011. It is overspill all the way to July 2022. So in July, you're bent down, carrying so much burden at hand, taking too much responsibility from every areas of life, taking to choose other people's responsibility, and you're carrying it. Oppressive burden, physically, mentally. So as I already warned you in May, with the Two of Pentacles, carrying too much, please focus on one issue. If you do not do something about it before the year starts or in May, this is the forecast of what will happen if you continue to do in this path. So do bear in mind that these are minor arcanas. You have the power to change your destiny, change your route, except for like the major arcana that is happening. So these are all things that is beyond your control, and the Hangman in February. So things that you can still change and control within your life, you are still able to. So for those who still do not pay heed to the advice of Two of Pentacles in reverse in May, this is what is going to happen to you. You need to rest, recuperate, then keep on fighting your battles. I see you fighting some form of battles in January, overspilling from the year before. Take a rest, recuperate. You're not prepared to go all the way out again. Take time to plan your next move. Because if you keep going on, you'll be too vulnerable, too weak to fight, and just plain exhausted. You also probably feel let down by others or worried about something. You don't realize the burden you're carrying. You need to let go. How much burden and heavy burden you're carrying, you didn't realize how much you have been carrying all this while. Sometimes you want to help others, but it also burdens you. At what cost? Probably taking the burdens of your immediate or extended family, shouldering these burdens well, but not for too long. You have to know which things that you have to carry and let go some of them. Keep your priorities straight. And as this is a 10, there's probably some form of ending as well to a situation of dropping and letting go everything behind. July, that's for July. August, we have the Knight of Swords. So in August, it's a message of telling you to stay alert, be cautious, pay attention to coming events in August. A person or event is coming to your life, cuts to the chase and tells the truth, even if the truth hurts. It's here to tell you about something very, very important. represent urgency to get things moving in your life now. Like previously you have the Hangman, indecision and don't know what to do, and then here is telling you make a decision now in August. No more dilly-dally. He's a mover. Do it now, immediately. Very focused, but is warning you to pay attention and be ready for action. 4-1 is forearm. So be ready to defend whatever you need, or if you want some truth of a matter to get it out in the open, just stay alert in August over a situation. September, we have the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords in reverse, as I told you, 2 nines, some form of loss, as I told you earlier. You're getting through the traumatic events. Is ending. Okay, 9, 10 is ending. Whatever you're going through is ending. You're getting through the traumatic events. Probably it's not ending, but you're making amends to it. You're accepting it now. You're going through this traumatic events condition in your life, and time will bring healing. Tomorrow's a new day. Patience, prayers can help you. Goodness of a loved one is coming, or that life-threatening situation has gone past, or whoever is going through some life-threatening surgery or medical condition is past and you're recovering soon. That's healing. Whatever trauma they're going through has passed. It will be passing by in September. You'll have developed strength and awareness to pass through major tragedy. Whatever nightmare, dreams, worries, and difficult times and fears, you're letting go and moving on. No more all this. So that is in September. In October, we have the reverse Chariot. So in October, the reverse Chariot, this is major arcana. So pay good attention to it. You might feel like difficulty in maintaining focus and stamina. Too weak to fight. Feel like just giving up. The battle has been too long. Yes, it is. I'm singing all this. It's a spillage of 2021. Starting January with the 9 of Wands. That's tiresome. So in end of the year of 2022, in October itself, you feel like just giving up. The battle's been too long, too hard, too tough to stick to a program. Poor health, lack of vigor, mentally giving up the fight. Loose ends, can't find your way out of the situation. You need to rest, recuperate, regroup before you go out to fight again. Get better equipped to decide if the battle is worth it. Retreat, stay calm, think about further actions before traveling forward again. To some of you, it can be a delayed traveling that you envision a plan, so there's some delays, but in general spread on what I'm saying is that the advice here is very simple. Rest, recuperate, regroup, rethink about your plans and situation from now before the year starts. If not, this is what is going to play out for 2022 Cancer. So you have the power to change your destiny. So I'm now warning you on certain things and some advice. So if you pay heed, you can change all this from happening. So November, you have the reverse Judgment. I do notice that all my major arcana are in reverse. This is the last reverse Judgment major arcana for the year in November. It shows that you don't have control of what is inevitable. You don't have control over destiny. You can put X amount of effort, but you still need to put X percentage of luck and fate into it as well. Things that's beyond your control. Things, for instance, environment, pandemic, lockdown, things that's beyond your control. You can plan so much, but in reality, there's so little that you can control. So there's some form of awakening that needs to happen, but you're too stuck in a situation of confusion that you can't really see the true nature of the situation, probably stuck in a lot of fear. You're not listening to the lessons of the experience of the situation that you've gone through, or you're denying the inevitable. Again, the same topic of denying the inevitable in all the previous cards. So if you keep on denying the inevitable, it's going to continue on until 2022, and you look back and gosh, and another year passed by and I'm still stuck in this situation, the same situation I've been going through right now at this present moment in November 2021. And if you don't pay heed to the lessons and the advice, the same cycle is going to happen, and in 2022 you will relive this current moment, the current same situation that you're not paying heed, and you wasted 1 year and wasted precious one year period of your life. Fear of failure, fear of being judged is also an issue here. It's trying to tell you something. Please listen. Judgment in reverse is trying to tell you something. Please listen. There's some form of revival, rejuvenation, awakening, resurrection, reconciliation that has to happen, but you're delaying the inevitable. So that's November. And in December, you have the Page of Pentacles. I see you in December, finally waking up and wanting to make a decision, but you're very cautious. That is good. This is a good card. You want to study all the details, study all the information before you make a decision. It promises good luck in the material world. There's something that you'll be learning, some practical things, something new that you're learning here, probably some course or learning, getting more information before you make a decision. Very careful, very cautious, very enthusiastic about progress, and before you make a decision, something very carefully you're molding and holding before you make a decision. But my advice is do it now rather than later, because this is a December 2022 card. The overall energy that we have for the year is the reverse Queen of Swords. The general 2022 is that there'll be some kind of loss that you'll be going through. Outside you look calm and serious, but emotionally you're easily angered in 2022, not able to discipline yourself. Keen observation, probably a little bit too narrow-minded, not so open into listening. Again, listening to advice, to listen. Reverse Judgment, not keen on listening, but will instead tell other people what to do. Easily misunderstood person, difficulty with others, too judgmental and dogmatic, which will cause your downfall in 2022. Very strong and stern self-control, reserve. Very one-sided view. You always fight for what you believe in, but sometimes not listening to other people's reasoning and advice. Tendency to gossip. As I told you, some form of gossip going on here in March with the reverse Five of Swords. And forcing others to share your opinion. So I think in general, we roughly know what's going on in 2022 for Cancer. These are the highlights. So before told, before won. So yeah, if you can like and subscribe, I'll make more videos, probably make a video on what to pay attention to 2022 with advice. Please support my channel. I appreciate all of you here. Thank you.